One of the most popular landmarks visiting the Pantheon in Rome is a must for every first-time tourist of the Eternal City. A crucial temple since the 1st century, the Roman Pantheon has been devoted to all gods since its inception. Its greatness is its reason for fame all over the world. Its majesty and allure haven't diminished in thousands of years. Visiting the Pantheon in Rome means stepping back 2000 years to what's been defined as the best preserved building of imperial time.
The Pantheon was built in the 1st century under the rule of Augustus, and it was built by Agrippa to celebrate Augustus and his family. The door of the Pantheon is one of the most ancient in Rome, and it's the original door, and it's so well made, so perfect that even if it's so giant, so heavy, it can still be open and closed easily. It's the original door of the Pantheon, 1,000-year-old door. The dome of the Pantheon measures more than 43 meters, and it's the largest dome built in reinforced concrete. And altogether, it's the largest dome of the ancient world. The dome of the Pantheon, it's famous for its hall. It's called oculus, and you can see it in the Pantheon ceiling, and it's the way its first builders in the 1st century thought about connecting directly with the gods. First of April, the date of the foundation of Rome, at 12 p.m. sharp, the sun rays enter the oculus of the Pantheon, perfectly lighting up the huge entrance door, through which only the emperor made his way inside the temple. At the time when the Pantheon was erected, in fact, temples were not public buildings where everyone could enter like it is today. This magical light effect was meant to add a royal touch to the birth of Rome, and to illuminate the Emperor Augustus from head to toe, another way to celebrate him and his family.
The front of the Pantheon features 16 towering monolithic columns that create its iconic portico. Each column is 11.8 meters tall, 1.5 meters in diameter, and weighs nearly 60 tons. In total, the portico of Pantheon features 16 monumental columns. 8 are believed to be part of pink granite from Aswan in Egypt, and 8 of the grey granite columns from the Roman caves of Capo Testa in northern Sardinia. And check this out. The decorative tops, called capitals, as well as the sturdy bases, are crafted from white Greek marble. It's like a perfect union of strength and elegance right at the heart of Rome.
Every year on Pentecost, 50 days after Easter, the Pantheon Basilica of Santa Maria ad Martires hosts a stunning event, the shower of red rose petals. In 2025, Pentecost will be on June 8. Once the morning mass is over, so around 12 p.m., the fire brigade drops thousands of rose petals from the oculus, the iconic 9-meter wide circular opening at the top of the dome. covering the basilica in deep red. If you plan to attend, arrive by 9 a.m. as priority is given to the faithful who want to attend the function, and entry is limited to the basilica's capacity. Some of the things to see in the Pantheon are also the tombs of the members of the former royal family in Italy, like this one, of the tomb of Vittorio Emanuele II, the second, but also Umberto I and Margherita di Savoia. Here are the tombs of other two members of the former royal family in Italy, the Savoy, Umberto I and Margherita di Savoia. Not only the royals in the Pantheon found his last resting place, also Raphael, who is a leading painter and architect of the Italian Renaissance. The Pantheon is now a Catholic church, the Basilica of Santa Maria ad Martires. As you can see, there is the altar, the Catholic altar, but the full structure is the ancient temple. So you will see the pillars, the decoration of the temple, and then the dome, and then obviously the outside, it's how it was at the ancient temple. If it's your first time in Rome, you can't possibly miss the Pantheon because, Pantheon, the temple of all gods. It's an ancient Roman temple, just like the Trevi Fountain. Unless you come at 5 in the morning in winter, you're gonna find it super crowded and packed. You can see this is the queue everywhere.
The best time to visit the Pantheon is either early morning when it opens or in the evening before closing. However, if you're visiting the Pantheon in the evening, make sure to arrive at least half an hour before closing time. Otherwise, you won't be allowed to enter.
If you don't buy your ticket online, you can come here, you enter, and it actually runs quite fast. 5 euro. The only way to skip the line is to reserve your entrance beforehand, online, either by buying a fast-track entrance or by joining a private tour. For single tickets only, without booking a guided tour, you will need to go to the official website of the Ministry of Culture, Musei Italiani. Find the link in the description below.
If you're into gaining deeper knowledge and having a more complete experience, I suggest take Vox's Roman Icons tour. You can find the link in the description. This tour takes 3 hours. You will start at the Pantheon in the morning before the big queues, then the tour will carry on to Piazza Navona, and finally will end in the wonderful Castel Sant'Angelo, also known as Hadrian Mausoleum.
You're gonna need at least half an hour inside the Pantheon or even more. Just the general rule for like every other monument. You can use the camera but without the flash. Even though founded as a pagan temple and one of the most famous landmarks in Rome, the Pantheon is now a Roman Catholic church. This is why, to enter, a modest dress code is required. For women, dressing modestly means no miniskirts and no shorts in summer, while for both men and women, sleeveless t-shirts are not welcome.
If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to our channel, and check out RomeActually.com for more travel tips and guides about Rome.